Welcome to Soul Bites Upload. My name is Emma Barry. Before you inhale this episode, make sure you hit the like button, tap subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Many successful startups consider and commit to ongoing growth from the get-go. And growth comes in many forms: brand awareness, sales, subscribers, members, assets, resources, territory, market share, partnerships, staff, or any combo of the above. And in our predominantly purpose-led industry, that means serving more people in the quest to improve health and happiness. But how to grow, and where, and when? Great questions. And these are all underpinned by, we must answer, how big do we want to be? And should that growth be horizontal, vertical, or both? In this first part of a two-part installment, we'll tackle horizontal growth, which is defined according to Lean Lab as expanding products and services to a new market or penetrating an existing market. Think Coca-Cola or McDonald's, two brands that started out as a small local operation in small towns, but which today are global behemoths and as ubiquitous as Justin Bieber. Additionally, you might try to apply existing assets to a new business domain, such as transitioning from a product to a SaaS model. Or perhaps you have a tech solution that was primarily designed for young adults with time on their hands, but then you realize that the same product could be highly relevant for the elderly who are housebound. Two completely different markets, but one product satisfying them both. The pros of horizontal growth include being highly lucrative, if done well, with better long-term ROI. The cons are challenges unique to new markets and also increased competition. In its simplest form, it means taking your business to new geographical areas. And this is how fitness franchises grow too, from Gold's Gym to Anytime, F45, Orange Theory. All of these gym operators started in a very specific location before strapping on their heart rate monitors and their muscle tees to go national and then global. Amex reports businesses pursuing horizontal integration can do so when they're in an industry where its competitors perhaps lack some of the competencies or the financial resources it possesses. Cue ClassPass. The key thing when you're devising horizontal growth strategy is to identify that the market has the demand for your product or service. And a great story that I love is back in 1960 when engineers Mark and Al were trying to create a trendy new textured wallpaper. Wasn't going so well, so they started thinking outside the box. Well, actually, they started thinking inside the box, if truth be known. And bubble wrap, as we know today, was picked up by tech giant IBM to package the newly launching computers, becoming an overnight success and transforming the shipping industry. So bear the following principles in mind when you're growing horizontally. Identify segments that have common characteristics. Will my products serve X and Y? Direct and indirect competition, do a good study around that. Do you have competitors out there that you're going to be up against? Tech companies, for example, have been booming in the conference space with everyone having this hesitancy to travel. Identify emerging markets for your products, even if you're saturated at home. Now, growth generally means more staff. Here are our top tips for recruiting when growing horizontally. Forecast leadership and staff accurately. When entering a new market, it's a fine balance between having enough hands to do the work without choking on setup costs. Number two, don't rush into hiring decisions. Remember, it's function and fit. Can they rock the work while thriving in the cultural, social, and lifestyle phase that the business is in? And number three, identify the real skill sets needed. Does a new market have a different remit? What are the cultural sensitivities, the politics, the red tape, the organisational differences? Often brands come from a territory where there's a bigger brand awareness to a place that knowledge and trust still needs to be built. Being effective in the market may require a different leadership focus and tenacity than that of an established institution. In these days of data, Euromonitor outlines a number of analytic approaches to upturn opportunities. Study the consumer segment, situation analysis, direct and indirect company analysis, other industries and market, environment. Forbes goes on to list a raft of great ideas to grow generally, to rock the pandemic party. Some of the best ideas include leveraging customers, have raving fans fund an upcoming product or service in exchange for VIP perks in the future. Obsessively study your environment. Many successful brands launch right within recessions. Cue Microsoft, CNN, Uber, and Burger King. Make smaller bets and see what sticks. Cue Amazon. Find the gaps after such a turbulent 18 months. Identify the chasm of opportunity between what consumers want and what they have, and fill that. Be ready to capitalize both feet in when you land on the jackpot. And seek disruptors and invest in those who solve new problems like easing workflow disruptions. Get online to track discontent, Reddit, Facebook, and Quora, or publish where the pain is. Find those problems to solve and partner with some value-aligned, cool brands. Grow horizontally. Go.